Hey folks, welcome back. Today our subscriber replay is from WheredidIpark. He's back on the channel. He's been somewhat of a regular on this channel, and he is in his Centurion 7-1. We are on the map Malinovka, and strap yourselves in for a fairly long game. This is it's a good game, but it's a long one. So anyway, he is... that Centurion 7-1, I do not care for it. It's got kind of poor DPM. It's got good base penetration, but the problem with it is that the gold rounds are an HE variant, a Hesh variant that do damage all the time, but they have low penetration. So if you run into, let's say, an E100 or a mouse, you can't just load gold and pen them. So... and that combined with the low DPM, I just have trouble with this tank. It's just my personal thing. I like the pattern, and the pattern actually has less overall. As far as, I think the pattern's pen on its standard rounds is like around 220, and its gold rounds are less than the 268 that you get on the standard round. So I don't know why I'm complaining about it. I just don't like it very much, but we'll see where WheredidIpark can go with it. It looks like he's going to the hill, and he's got support. He's got a Conquer. He is top tier. That Conquer is a strong tank on this map, especially considering there are only there's only one Artie, and he's right now fighting an AMX 30. So we'll see how this goes. So yeah, down 2-0 already, and he's got a couple guys in base. He's got a Scorpion and a Waffle in the medium position, which is actually pretty good. And he's going to pull up here to the windmill and see what he can do. So looks like that AMX 30 left, which tells me there's not a whole lot of support on this side. That's what I would read into that after that AMX 30 left, but we're about to see. And he's able to put a nice snapshot. The other thing is, this does not snapshot very well. I've found that the Centurion 7-1, you actually have to aim with it. So apparently the AMX 30 was just waiting for his help, which is fine. But the rest of WheredidIpark's team did not come up here except for the Centurion. Now the Conqueror. The Conqueror now is a good tank though. So WheredidIpark is just waiting for shots of opportunity. And this AMX 30 is very lucky that he has not taken more damage. There's a nice side turret shot. This thing does hit hard. It's got a 390 alpha gun. So against tier 8s and tier 7s, you can trade well. And the turret on it is nearly impenetrable. It's really tough to pen this turret. Now, one of the things I've noticed, so he's got one of those VK... the new VKs, and he can pen the cupola of that all day long with his penetration. And those things have kind of poor DPM, to be honest. So he waits for the side turret. He's able to get that and gets a nice shot in. And these guys now are trying to back off. They're out wide open. And the T-34 gets a nice shot into him. So he's going to go ahead and wait. And he puts a blind shot in. We'll have to see how that goes. He is up to 2,000 damage, but it looks like Artie is starting to take an interest. And he's down to 1,000 health. So I think it's wise to kind of pull back a little bit. The trouble is, as a Conway gets spotted, wow, that Conway, holy Hannah, just gets destroyed. The trouble with Artie and the way this map is designed, if you push forward and you don't push hard and commit, you end up dying. And if there's anybody on the center knoll, then they can farm you while you're sitting up against the rock trying to stay arty safe. And because of the arty changes, you're still going to take damage even if you're against a rock. Maybe only 100 at a time, but in a longer game, it adds up. So the Chi-Ri is now spotted. It's unfortunate he doesn't have his gold rounds loaded because he could be pumping out some more damage, but that's okay. We'll take it, yeah? That Chi-Ri has absolutely no armor, and that I almost guarantee is a pen. So 2,300 damage plus at least one blind shot, maybe more. So he's just playing this slow because his team is not doing very well, and he's able to spot, well, he didn't spot it, but he's able to take advantage of the spots of the Scorpion G, it looks like, and get a nice shot into the Panther. So I think he's playing this well because you don't want to push up and be the focus of attention. They've won the hill. So they've got the hill, and they've suppressed the Chi-Ri in the middle, and they're just kind of waiting for shots, right? So this is going to be kind of a slow game, is my guess, because Malinovka with Artie can be very slow. Now, the way to force this is to get someone down into this position here. If they can get into this little position here, you can light the enemies and cause all kinds of problems for them. But I don't like to do that necessarily unless I've got guys over in this corner, which I feel like this corner is not a very good location to go. It's not very advantageous in any way, shape, or form, because, you know, if they do take this position, the enemy does, they can push in, but they're going to be in a wide open field if they do that, and you can sit back here and just farm them. So I feel like back in this position is a better spot, but that's my personal opinion on the map. However, because he has people over there, he could, you know, come back down around and get up in underneath this Chi-Ri. So it's a risk play, and I play risky, so, you know, that's a possibility. But this Jag Panther gets spotted, and WheredidIpark is more than happy to show him why he shouldn't push that. And I do not know what this guy is doing, but nice track shot. I'm surprised that guy didn't crash to his death. And the Chi-Ri is making a mistake that many autoloaders make, which is to push forward and try and get all your shots off, right? The Chi-Ri in this matchup, I feel bad for that guy. That tank just is awful in my opinion. It's huge, it's slow, and it's got a 3-shot autoloader, but it's a pea shooter, so there's a lot of cases where you can't penetrate anything. So I like the position now that WheredidIpark is in at this point, because if they push up, which I bet you that SU-100 M1 will do eventually, he's going to be able to get side shots into him. Yep, and there he is. But apparently the Scorpion G decides he's going to push. Now, if that Scorpion G does not die, I would be absolutely amazed. Yep, and there's Artie. So he's on 4 health now, so going up to this little knoll position, unless nobody's there, is probably not going to work very well. In the meantime, his Conqueror died, so it's going to make this game a little harder. The AMX-30 goes down to WheredidIpark, so he's up to 3,700 damage. This thing makes a very good sniper. It's I guess that's part of the issue, is it is a great sniper, and I never feel like sniping in this thing is the right thing to do, but it probably is, as evidenced by Where Did I Park and how he's playing this. I'm simply too aggressive in it, I think. So it's 10 to 12. He's got a waffle and he's got an arty left. And let's see where the waffle goes. If the waffle goes to like C1, that could actually end up helping them win the game at this point. So one of the things that often I notice, there's two Roombas. There's a Scorpion G and a T-44, and that T-44 has been creeping up on this side all game. I would not expect that the other Roomba, which is unspotted, to come up this hill. I just would not expect that. And I would also probably be loading HE rounds, either HE or the Hesh rounds at this point, because I think that doing that extra damage and that module damage would be helpful. So it looks like they're being capped. The other nice thing about HE rounds is that you can shoot down buildings and things like that. So this puts our hero in a bad position, although there are two guys on cap. And the other Roomba is somewhat unlikely to push. So a Roomba that pushes is a dead Roomba. That's generally the case. So the fact that that RHM is sitting there trying to cap still tells me he's probably not the best player. And our hero does not get spotted, so that's good. Now the Roomba is probably going behind the building, which is a good move. But, he can get splashed by Artie there. So it's not as if he's safe. So the way I would approach, I would come around the backside. Just because I think you have the time to do that, but I think ammo selection might have helped you in this case. Not necessarily because you need the extra damage, but the module damage a lot of times on an RHM is what saves you. So that Roomba's been tracked, and he is tracked out in the middle of nowhere with only his track showing, so good job there. And Artie, the enemy Artie, has fired. So we're going to get unlit. There's only 2 minutes left of this game, right? And so I would certainly be loading my Hesh rounds. And the reason I would load my Hesh rounds is because both tanks on the enemy team are lightly armored. It's just a thought. I'm not critiquing your gameplay here, because obviously you've got 4,500 damage, 4 kills. So, and you've played this very, very well. Where Did I Park? I appreciate you sending it in, and can't wait to see some more subscriber replays this week. So we'll see what he decides to do here. I don't think... Oh, that Roomba was spotted back behind the building. So I don't know exactly what you could... There he is. Holy Hannah. And here's another reason that I would have loaded gold, or loaded the gold rounds. That guy's got the big gun. So he is doomed. I think you might have killed him in 2 shots, too. Oh, that's unfortunate. 679. That's really unfortunate. Your best hope is that Artie hits you. Yep. And you know where he's at. But the problem is there's 25 seconds left. So we'll see. I think I would have fixed my ammo rack. but whatever. Yeah, it's too bad you ran out of time. That's funny that that Roomba did push, but with the two enemies separated like that, there's really no way that you're going to win that game. So, good job, good game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the after action. 5,400 damage on the board, 1,900 assists. So, just a second, and we'll take a look and see if we hit any blind shots. Okay, here we are at the after action report. Ace Tanker, 5 bonds, Defender, High Caliber, and Tanker Sniper. Wow. So that was 933 experience. Wow, he did hit some blind shots. 6,286 damage. So, and top of the team by a long ways. It's really too bad that the Conqueror didn't stay alive. Their M12, of course, did very well because open map with Artie, and Lorraine did pretty well as well. So 21 shots, 20 hits. Wow, 20 out of 21. That's crazy. So this thing at range is extremely good. So he only missed 1 shot. And he ended up making credits because he didn't fire gold. I would have lost credits because I would have definitely fired some gold rounds there. 1,486 total XP, including some achievements for 500. Appreciate you sending that in. That was a great game, and it's unfortunate that it was a draw, but fantastic game. We will catch you guys on the next one. Toanster out.